Greetings, fellow Sanguophages. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, Castle in the Void. Episode 13, Never Agree to Guard a Wimp. Blood rot check, 2%. Blood rot's really easy to tend as long as you give any medicine to it. So 15% is our highest blood rot, 14% it just dropped. So yeah, blood rot is not a concern. Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna... whatever. Alright, we're done mining there. A comet supplier. Are you here? You are not. Can you stop sending orbital traders to my nowhere? What the hell? I don't have combat supplier need here in the middle of... like... The game keeps... like, what is going on with all of the orbital traders just, like, being completely worthless to me? You're killing me, game. So the only issue that I foresee right now is that we have 0 components left over to build a battery in this zone. So we got the 2 turrets, but without at least a few components for the battery, it's kind of not helpful. And I'm just saying I acknowledge that. So I don't think there's any more components here. No more compacted machinery. So we'll have to import it from another tile. That's fine. And while I'm down here, gonna top up the old freezer full of dead animals. Why not? Oh, Dankman has joined. Or has given up his will to resist, more like. So, maintenance only. And maintenance only. Flying overhead, really, I should be able to communicate with the other base. You're right. It should be a region thing. I 100% agree with that, and it's not, and it's confusing because it's not. Because it's like, you're an orbital trader. You're in orbit. I'm in orbit. We're both in orbit. Why can't I talk to you? There's not a good reason. Oh, Manhunter pack. I think this is on the other map tile too. Yep, the other map tile is just getting hit by stupid after stupid. So we're out of steel to be able to build the remaining turret. I'll mine it from over here and here. You're still conscious? Not anymore. Battery research is done, so we'll go back to transport and shuttle. And hopefully I'll get the component soon for the battery at the outpost. Oh, they're all pissed. Let's see here. Spear. Bolt. One jump, and that should be all I need. Oh, a wanderer join. A child, 10 years old, wants to join the colony? Sure. Hi, Jacob. Oh, are you constipated, Jacob? Are you a werewolf? Your name is Jacob, after all. You're a pyromaniac. Bye. just, I don't want to hemofarm a 10-year-old. So, honestly, the best solution there was just the ripcord. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't need a pyromaniac in a space base full of vampires. That's just no. Just no. A nervous pyromaniac. Yeah, of course you're nervous. You're surrounded by tinder-skinned pyrophobes who can kill you with their minds. And you like to set fires. Yes, you are reasonably nervous. And no, you are not going to stay. I would have minded having a child in the colony, just not that one. Okay, Felix. You are going to... I want you to haul and Scorp to mine, and we'll get the shuttle ready. Ignifolio, thank you for the resub. Hope you're enjoying the marathon. No. Just forget that room. It doesn't even exist. It is not a gather spot. Alright, do we have enough weight loaded to warrant going back? I mean, like 1,000 meat, just about. Yep. I really don't want there to be valuable stuff on this map tile, because the more valuable stuff that is stored here, the larger the threats that raid. So loading up like everything that isn't immediately essential is smart. Leaving behind like just some pemmican and the basic infrastructure. Cool. So the plan is to send, once the guinea pigs or whatever, once these guinea pigs are not manhunted, to send Scorp back down to this map tile to park... maybe here, where there's both components and steel, and just, like, resupply the base. I'll give him a little bit of R&R first. Another pretty useful research to do would be to get pack of survival meals or pemmican up here as well. But I don't feel the need to do that immediately. Where to get a bedroll? Let's get a bedroll. I'm sort of tired. I know myself, I'm gonna like forget to pack it. But let's at least make one now. I know there's Thrombros out there. They've been down there a while, so I don't think I'm going to have the opportunity to actually do anything about them. They're going to leave before I intercept. So I'm not too worried about that. So bedroll and some packed meals. Oh, shoot, converted. They're converting real quick. They think that they're going to stop being blood bagged if they convert, which is not the case. So I think all the prisoners here have converted that we want converted. Yep. And the rest are just either being hosted, Eden, Ida, and Nathan, or blood bagged, Dyer, Dankman, and Shoot. J-Mac, thank you for the sub. Cheers. So as soon as Scorp is up, I'll give him a meal, give him a little rec time, and then send him back down for the components. I'm also surprised I've only found one Ancient Danger this whole time. Right? There's only just been the one. It's a great way to get tech prints, it's a great way to get artifacts, and I haven't been actively hunting for them, to be fair, but like, the fact that I've only found one so far is like, almost insulting. So the core priority is build Battery for outpost? Most prisoners will build battery for outpost, so the outpost stops falling, because I'm tired of, like, losing them. Oh, baby, look at this. Look at this. We got some food. He couldn't really not be any happier. Just about. So it's time for you to leave. Launch. I hope I didn't check. Is the guinea pig... well, he can take a guinea pig. So I know there's plasteel there, but I can always come back for the plasteel. Right now, the big push is components and steel, which can be found both in that spot. And the first thing I want you to do is to load the components from the other site. Yeah, and the pigs are chasing me. He's got a masterwork sword. He should be alright. Maybe. Famous last words. Felix leveled up again! You finally got your Prime linked? Well, I appreciate it. It's very thoughtful of you. It requires extra thought and effort, and it's how I pay my bills. Every little bit counts. You know, I'm not the type to constantly beg for stuff like that, but it's the only way I can afford to do what I do. Because of people like you. Because of these subathons that I do once a month. Just to make sure that the bills get paid and I get to keep doing what I love. It's perfect. Well, Felix is just getting stronger and stronger. His heat limit is like something ridiculous now. The biggest thing that I could do for him, honestly, normally in these situations, I would say like the next things I would want is the glucosid pump to be able to run faster if he gets more death rest serum. But in this case, the hemo pump might be more powerful. The hemo pump, for reference, is the thing that gives you more hemogen capacity. And you can have an unlimited amount of it. And if he had more hemogen in his body, he's just scarier, right? Because he casts with not just Psyfocus, but hemogen. So that might be something worth pursuing. Trading our, like, elephant tusks and other things that we pick up on our travels for more death rest fluid. So that I can just become like a god tier, scary, blitz, everyone kill whatever I want type combatant. And Holden, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Or Holdhen. Is it Holden or Holdhen? Destroyer, what are you doing? Boo. Destroyer tried to convert us to his, what do you even believe in? Nova ethics, that everyone's an individualist and that you should just bang? Yeah, basically, that's what you believe in. Also that Noble is ranged and despised as melee, and you punch? That's really funny. I, like, took your gun away. I didn't realize. Here, I'll give you a bolt action. There you go. Now you're a little bit happier. I didn't realize, because it's not my own ideology, that like the only thing he was happy is like, oh, I get to use a range gun. And I'm like, yoink, you're a loser. And he's like, wait, but my beliefs. It's like, I don't care about screw your beliefs. You don't worship me as a blood feeder, so no gun for you. Holden like Expanse, awesome reference. The Expanse is one of the, if not the best sci-fi show that has ever been. And that's, I've watched a lot of them. I literally just made a Stargate Atlantis reference like an hour ago. So, yes. Am nerd, can confirm. Expanse is just amazeballs. Scorp, you know what I just realized? Your bed is like nowhere near here. So let's get a bed for you. Oh, you know, here, I'll do this. I'm gonna be smart. So you put the bed there. And then I'm going to build like a door and walls here. Well, not walls yet, but so that you, and as if I mine out a area without breaching, oop, that's chop, you can have a home that is not exposed to the outside. Diggy diggy hole style. Striker Alliances never felt quite as good as SG-1. I mean, you know, it's hard to compete with the original. And of course, they're like doing it again, right? I feel like every few years, they're like, all right, we're out of ideas. What do? We reboot something that didn't die enough. It's not that I like intrinsically hate the reboots, but I feel like the people that work on them aren't diehard fans of the original or something. Happens a lot with like directors directing movies as part of, you know, I don't know, like Orville. Speaking of Star Trek, this is different Orville. Forced Descent. Pigskins from Pwagwagwap are messing with the Empire, and they need our help. They're going to land at Mepa, which is where I am now. It's a charity quest, and they need help. So here's the thing. I can't necessarily... Well, okay. If I use the the blood rain, it messes with my own people. So I would like to help them. So host prisoners and save royals. So what I need to do is to get ready for that fight. And probably bring more people than I normally bring on the ground excursions. But, yeah, that actually sounds good to me. So let's do that. Plus, we get another shuttle engine for 3, which is silly. And we can always come back to this base if we want to. I won't abandon it. Because actually, we have to come back to it because this is where the action's going to happen anyway. So, down we go. So, the action is happening at Mepa, which I think I just renamed to Orville, which is actually kind of confusing. Wants to land at Mepa. There is no Mepa. There's only Orville. I think you mean Orville. Well, what I can do is I can load up the pod full of my combatants and then, like, send them down. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So, here we go. I'm going to accept it for honor, not gene packs and uranium. Actually, ooh. Oh, man. Goodwill. No, goodwill I can get through gifts. Honor I can't really get through gifts as easily. So I'm going to do honor. Felix Islotus, get in the shuttle. The shuttle has crashed here at the map tile I was just at Orville. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Joint. Get in, and Runloth, get in. Scorp just got back. He's going to sleep. Turtle is an undergrounder, so you get to stay put. You man the farm. Not that it needs manning. Who isn't? Everyone's in? All right, so we're just waiting for the relaunch. I have enough fuel for the return trip. That's fine. In fact, no, I'm not going to send Scorp. And then we need to race down to them to protect them and their shuttle. So, well, that's an interesting color armor. You don't see, like, camel-colored vac suits very often. Or green, for that matter. Or brown. So who are we actually guarding? Who's the important one? Who's the VIP? Cataclon. You need to live. Well, you are iron-willed or industrious. No, body modder. Oh, that's what that face is. A delicate wimp, genie. Oh, great. Who's 13. Another genie. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What is going on? A baseliner who just likes drugs. And then you, who likes drugs and body mods. Okay, cool. What a group. I know why you crashed. You guys were high. Toes was busy being a serving boy. And you're 18s. You're barely not a kid, but you're a psychopath, wimp, delicate. Oh my god. Okay. Soldiers, get there as soon as you can. Go save the Z team. Not B team, not A team. It's the Z team. Oh, and I hope I don't land on them. Okay. Alright. I had the sudden fear that I was gonna splat the kid. It's like, great, my pilot murdered a child. Woohoo! Said nobody ever. Please eat. And you are also hungry, so dump out the pemmican and joint eat that too. It's a quick pre-murder snack. Actually, let's just load the pemmican back in. No need to waste it. I'm assuming they're going to come from the edge of the map. So here's what I'm going to do. Dump zone. Because normally they spawn at the edge of the map closest to... Oh, you don't... Yeah, okay, you don't haul. I knew that. And what I'm doing now is I'm filling this wall with chunks for cover. I can also potentially use combat command, but I'd rather save it for Scorp once I'm back in orbit. For work drive. Then I'm having Felix, like, just strip their engine right now, because, like, why not? They don't care. There's actually a lot of levels of cheese that you can do with these engines. There's, like, a lot of different situations where you can, just, like, if there's any reason that a shuttle ever lands on your map tile, you can just, like, gank the shuttle and take the engine. And unless there is a required return trip, they'll just, like, walk home. They don't even care. It's pretty silly, if you ask me. So we're building cover and getting ready for this fight. Whenever it is, it's weird that it hasn't happened yet. Even with 3 blood donors, I don't have a stockpile of hemogen. It's kind of nuts. Where's it all go? I don't even know. Here we go. Was it wrong? Oh, they came from the north. Alright, Felix. Intercept. So, danger people. I would say there's only one heavy SMG. There is some Molotovs, which would be annoying for a Sanguophage. What I'd like to do is to get them locked down where they're trying to, like, intercept me. So that I can not try to hit moving targets. So while they... Okay, you are going to kill Dumpy. You are going to give me blood. Let's do a vomit. And a spear here. You are the one that I'm most concerned about, given your quality of your gun. There are an enemy psycaster on the field. They need to be taken out. ASAP. Is this one? Shinto. I see the hostile cast. Oh, you are trying to get me on fire. Not gonna happen, pal. Alright, Slotus is making sure that the VIP is staying relatively safe, granted that we're stuck in brawling. And then Felix just moved to intercept Mr. I like to throw bombs to keep him from throwing bombs. Now there is a fragger over here. Okay, the psycaster's dead. There is a frag bomb, so I'm going to start backing up. And then before I have a panic due to the fire, let's go ahead and pull blood out. Knock him out. I dodged the grenade. Slotus is still just like face tanking, and then we'll start aiming for scout. I want more blood, so give it to me. Thank you. Alright, next up, you. You're down. And then you. You're down. And then you. Ah, crap, he died. Jump. It was a miss anyway. Yeah. Being a wimp, delicate wimp, you know, it was hard to keep him alive. Especially given that the ones that could tank, like this one, ran away and hid behind like a shopping cart. It's like, cool, that's useful for no one. Alright, they're fleeing, because we got them all. Or got enough of them, I should say. I am going to blood focus rather, to try to regain some psi focus, and then take blood off of the ones that are surviving. So, Runeloth, I want you to practice tending with medicine, and hover around Aradne, because I don't want them to like gank me with their bullets. Well, we got a shuttle engine. And we'll save toes as well. And I got to kill people as a bloodluster. Counts for something. I could check them for potential recruits. You're unwaveringly loyal. You are annoying. And the rest are dead. So, yeah, I guess not. No one is seriously bleeding in this group. Just to speed things up, Runeloth, you're tended. Now, the pack of survival meals can get shoved down here in the mining cave. That wouldn't be a terrible thing to do, so I'm going to have Runeloth go do that. If I can get close enough to... Or, not Runeloth. Felix go do that, if I can get close enough to actually pack those meals up. So that they're available for Scorp to mine with. And then everything else I can shove into the shuttle. So everything of worth, let's grab. I need more blood. Actually, turn off Oh, I turned it off already. Okay. Let's top up our blood a little bit. Why can't I drink you? Whatever. Put you back on caravan. Try to grab things before they go poof, even if it is close to the fire, because this is a lot of free food. Joint. Repair the shuttle and get in. That is a cataphract helmet. I'm tempted, but I don't know. Alright, let's load in the frag grenades before they go boom. I don't think I need Molotovs for any reason back at the base. Tend to toes. And potentially we'll have Scorp, like... Oh, Toes is already up and walking out. Perfect. You guys are all set. So all the loot's loaded, and we'll get back up to surface. Or to sky. To the void. So, not a bad haul. It's unfortunate that we didn't get the honor, but, you know, when the person you're trying to guard is like a delicate wimp, and you get swarmed, yeah, it was not going to happen easily. Kind of figured. Especially given that my hands were a bit tied with the whole, like, I can't summon vomit rain everywhere, because it would piss the Empire off as well. It's all good. I'll get honor some other way. And I gained some rep already with them. I gained some 15 rep from tending toes. So that was also a benefit. So I know I'm gonna, it's a little weird, I'm gonna be removing these hydroponic basins so I can add more hydroponic basins. I get it, it's weird. But it's so that I can, like, lay them out better. Any good captures? We have no one that we're trying to convert. But as far as the enemies go, we just, like, let them all die. Alright, in here, we'll also have an overflow of, meals. Because I am keeping meals right now, because we got a whole bunch. We're keeping meals in here, and they shouldn't be. Okay, shuttles refueled, I would say enough for now. And with the steel and the components we brought back, we can start building a more efficient hydroponic grow up. So that we increase the amount of rice we produce. And Scorp, are you set? So Scorp is going to head back down here, and I'll just pack, so that I don't have to haul them all over, I'll just pack up more of the pack meals. Send them down to the surface to get more steel, so that we can grow more crop. So I would love to start growing drugs and stuff, but, you know, it's going to be a while before we can afford that. Transport pod is done. And the next is shuttle. So in order to get shuttle tech, we'll need a multi-analyzer. And I have all the materials for that, just barely. Not consume. All. Cool. Manhunter. Oh, this is on the other map tile? Yes. So as long as I don't turn on the turrets, nothing happens. No problem. I'll just leave them off. I forgot to work drive. Boy, does that happen often. Also, goats joined. No one's there to do anything about it. And I'm not going to lift a finger about that. So, getting a little bit of light level, because Scorp does not have dark vision. And then we'll just start strip mining the steel. Sweet. So, I have 105 steel left. I could make one more bench, but, like, honestly, I'm not gonna. We'll get a little bit of steel breaking that stuff down, and then I'm gonna do the same sort of, like, cube over here, too. For more grow. Edekin of Fortune. Oh, a neuroformer. Interesting. So one of the advantages of a new neuroformer would be we could start Slotus down on the path of hemosage as well. Right? So we would need to defend one group of Edekin. And, like, that's reasonable if I Blood Rain and I, like, rain terror down. So the caveat with that is Felix will soon need to Death Rest. So what I might want to do is wait to accept this, because the Edekin arriving within 2 days, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to accept it for a neuroformer to start Slotus down the path of hemosage, but only after Felix goes through Death Rest. So the current priority right now is to host prisoners and fight Edekin for neuroformer. I think that makes sense. Alright, stop doing roof. That'd be crazy good? Yeah, it would be awesome. Grid excess 25,000. I think we're okay, guys. I think we'd afford more power. So I might Death Rest early. Just so that I can accept the next quest at my leisure. Ooh. There's an ancient terminal at a worshipful village. Maybe before I Death Rest, I go do that. Clear out the worshipful village, and then rest. So I'll wait for Scorp to fill up the truck. Clear the worshipful village. And the just a little reminder, our ideology has a blood chalice relic that we're trying to obtain. It's a stretch goal. It's almost certainly not going to be done. But working towards it is fun anyway. What the hell? Okay. Whatever. God, everyone's idle. We still have more weight. If we're out of research projects... Oh, no, we got the multi-analyzer. Okay, so now we'll get the shuttle. Crash land shuttle ignored. I didn't ignore it. You literally are wounded because it failed. Ignored and failed. Kind of different. What are you doing? You're hauling slate chunks? No. We're done. We're done with that. He's still trying to, like, create slate barricades. Chill, dude. That was old news. Should have canceled that a while ago. Creeping up to negative 100. Well, soon we'll be less... no, we'll just keep annoying us. Let's be honest, it will never stop pinging us about that. Where are you going? Cloud watching? You're almost done. And then we can go clear out a village. So I probably want to hit that village at night. I don't know who's guarding it. It's just tribals. So it could be... The worry is it could be like Edekin tribals, but it's probably just baseliners. I think it's almost always baseliners. Which is not much to fret about. Alright, let's get packed up and free up the shuttle for some more subjugation. Oh, perfect. Oh, yes. Every last ounce of everything. Done. That's good to know. It's about 900 steel that can fit plus 1 miner. So we're about half done with the next grow zone. And tonight, when it's nighttime, it's almost nighttime, I'll go ahead and trigger the Worshipful Village quest. So let's just make sure that all the people that should be eating has eaten. Runelauth might have to pull a little bit of all-nighter as far as she's concerned. But here we go. We're going to send everyone but Scorp and Destroyer down to go mess with them. Now, the only issue here is I'm going to need to be mindful about... Oh, you know, chem fuel. We don't have return trip chem fuel. All right, hold. We will cook some up from wood. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Castle in the Void, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a miniseries marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. I am not, however, looking for feedback because this streamed once only as a marathon and it cannot be incorporated. If you would like to join my online community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it. If you'd like to join my Patreon page, you can also find a link to that in the description as well. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, especially those that suggested this specific scenario, which would be Runelauth, Felix, and Scorp. And also viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Sanguophage worshippers.